But we want to talk about the COVID Digital Certificate and the fact that non-essential international travel officially, of course, resumed yesterday. Some of those fully vaccinated now planning trips abroad over the next couple of weeks, but doesn't seem necessarily as straightforward as you might think. 53106 if you want to get in touch with us. Reporter with the Irish Independent, Gabi Gatavecktaite, is with us too here on Lunchtime Live. I was just reading your piece in the Irish Independent today. You're supposed to be travelling to Lithuania at the weekend. What's the story?
So what is the story? That is a good question. So I'm sitting on my hands and I'm waiting for my digital cert to arrive. I was vaccinated through my GP. Now, my GP also does have my email address, so it may very well land into the email. But of course, as we heard last week, the government said, everyone who will get their cert through the email, they'll have it by Thursday, and no sign of mine. So I'm waiting for it in the post. I'll be travelling with my mum, who was fully vaccinated, and she got her cert. She got vaccinated in a mass vaccination centre, and then my dad will join us a week later. He actually got his cert first. He was also vaccinated in a vaccination centre. But I'm not the only one in the same boat, because, of course, the Digital COVID Cert helpline was set up. There was an emergency one last week, but the full call centre began operating yesterday. And as many other people, I tried to make a phone call, and to no avail. The call centre completely overwhelmed with queries, and actually every single time that I rang them yesterday, my call wasn't even connected.
So you were ringing the helpline, the call doesn't connect, and now they've set up, of course, this new helpline. Is that any way more helpful? Well,
I was trying to get through to it this morning. We've had some success in this. Initially, yesterday when I rang the number, it just said call failed. So the call didn't connect at all. Now, when I rang the first helpline number this morning, the call actually is connecting. It's ringing maybe 2 or 3 times, and then it cuts off. And actually the same happens with the new helpline number also. Now, some people that I have been speaking to have actually gotten through to speak to an operator. They've had, we're hearing they're waiting hours upon hours. People saying they're waiting 2 hours. Somebody I was speaking to yesterday said they waited 3.5 hours to speak to an operator, finally getting through. But actually, myself and among many other people, we're not even getting through to the menu to select what your issue is, because the call actually isn't even connecting.
Because I thought this new helpline was able to take, were they talking about nearly 22,000 calls? So it should mean really that, people like you and callers, Gabi, you should be able to get to speak to someone.
Yeah, so the Minister of State, Robert Troy, did tweet this morning saying that the new helpline will be able to take 22,000 calls. I mean, if you think about it, so the helpline was set up, for recovered people. If you are looking to travel and get an EU Digital Cert on the basis of having recovered from the virus, you are supposed to ring this helpline and ask for your cert. It will then take 5 days, up to 5 days for the cert to be issued. But if you have any problems with the certificate, for example, your name is misspelled, or maybe you're travelling in the coming days and you don't have the certificate, like a lot of people, like myself, I'm travelling in a matter of days now and I still don't have it. You are also, advised to ring the helpline. So when you think about it, the capacity, really ends up being quite a lot of people that are looking to head out, no sign of the cert, and they're ringing the helpline and they're really getting nowhere.
You're due to go to Lithuania, Gabi, is it?
Yes, that's where I'm from. It's where my family live. My parents do live in Ireland, they live in Roscommon, I live in Dublin, but my grandmother, my aunts, my uncles, they all live in Lithuania. The last time I saw them was for several days last February 2020 for a funeral, so it wasn't exactly a very nice reason to see them. And so, I miss them all. My grandmother, she's 83, she's been fully vaccinated for months, and I'm crying out to see her. And this is just another, kind of hurdle in the process. Now, it's very important to say that you can still travel if you don't have your digital cert. You will have to use the HSC, the little card that you get when you are vaccinated. But I suppose the whole point of the digital cert is that it's designed to speed up times in the airport. Certainly that's what the Minister of State, Oisin Smith, has been telling us. So, does it mean that I'm going to have to be stuck in queues for longer in the airport? I don't know. I guess it remains to be seen.